Hello, everybody. Happy second day of May. And I want to wish you a happy May Day too from yesterday. I'm June Edwards, and this is Senior Topics for the week of May 2nd. So I'm looking at the calendar here, and let's go ahead and Senior Topics and start with May 1st. There was a lot happened yesterday. First of all, we had the Kentucky Derby, and the same man, Bob Baffert, who trained California Chrome a few years ago, who we all loved and did very well in the first two of the Triple Crown races, but did not win the final one. He was also the trainer for the horse who did win this time. He has brought winners to the Kentucky Derby eight years now, and is a top world horse trainer. It is also Mother Goose Day. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. It is Hawaiian Lei Day if you have a lei to wear. It is May Day, and it is the day, May 1st, 2011, when the Al Qaeda founder Osama bin Laden was officially killed. Found him in a hole in the ground, and they killed him. And that basically ended a lot of the war with Iraq. So let's go back and look at May Day. I don't know about you, but I know that my mother has told me that when she was in grade school in the 1930s, that they would decorate a tall pole on the school playground for May Day and decorate it, and they would have ribbons hanging down from it. And then they would learn special songs, and they would do dances and weave the ribbons in between each other. And this was a very joyous occasion welcoming spring. It actually dated back to the Middle Ages. Well, by the 1950s, that had died out. I know by the late 50s, I was a little girl, and my mother would help me make a paper basket. We'd have to fold the paper and make it kind of like this. And then I would pick flowers from our yard and stick them in the basket. And then I would take it over to my neighbor's porch, an elderly neighbor, ring the doorbell and run and hide in the shrubs and watch her be surprised. Now I suspect that she was pretending. I think my mother phoned her and told her in advance. But I don't think anybody does those kind of things for May Day anymore. It's just a day for flowers. So if you got flowers on May 1st, you were one of the lucky ones. The other thing that May 1st is known about that I want to talk about today is Mother Goose Day. Who is Mother Goose? Well, I can show you a picture from a book that came out in the 1990s, and this is what she supposedly looked like. Mother Goose is not the goose. She is the lady on the goose, and she is not a witch. That was the style. Pointy hats were in style back when she existed. And the interesting thing about her is that with her history, she goes back quite a ways depending on who you talk to. Mother Goose is a name given to a country woman from England. She's credited with the Mother Goose stories and rhymes that were popular in the 1700s. Stories like Little Bo Peep, you've lost your sheep and don't know where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. And we would memorize a lot of those, and sometimes they were in the early readers. I don't know that kids do that much. I've tried to do it a little bit with my grandkids, if I can get them to slow down and get off their video stuff long enough. It's fun to try some of those with them. There was also a woman in France called Mother Bunch, and she told fairy tales. She came from the 1690s. Could be from her. Mother Goose also was the name of a woman from Boston in our own country. And this was in the 1680s and 1690s. Elizabeth Foster Goose. She married, she was a widow with 6 kids. She married a widower named Isaac Goose, who had 10 kids. So after they got married, then she used to sing songs and little poems and little nursery ditties to her grandkids all day long, and other children would swarm to come and hear them. Finally, her son-in-law gathered her jingles together and printed them out. So that's why we have a lot of the rhymes, and there must be hundreds of them. A tisket, a tasket, around the green gravel. Baa, baa, black sheep, have you any wool? Bandy legs. Bessie Bell and Mary Gray. Mary had a little lamb, and it just goes on and on. Maybe you could have some fun today and share some of those with each other in recognition of Mother Goose Day, okay? And that again was on May 1st, but it's never too late to share a Mother Goose poem or two. The next one I want to talk about is May 4th. The week of May 3rd through the 7th this year is Teacher Appreciation Week. But the actual appreciation of Teacher Day is May 4th. How did that start? Well, it's a little bit murky how it started because quite a few states already had their own honor Teachers Day. But in 1944, there was a teacher named Matt White Woolridge. And Mr. Woolridge felt very strongly that there should be a national Teacher Day. So he started corresponding with educators and politicians. And he got a hold of First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, and she pled his cause before the 180th US Congress. But the idea of National Teacher Day was not official until 1980. So it took a while for the idea to grab hold. And now there's countries all over the world that use that day. Now, about 50-60% of the American schools are open right now, with students actually getting to go inside a classroom and see their teacher in person. But there are still a lot of kids that are home. How do you thank a teacher when you have to do it virtually over a computer? Well, you can write or email a letter to the teacher. You can send a gift card for school supplies or for food. You can make a thank you poster and list on it some of the special things you like about your teacher. Or you can put together a cute little bottle about this size of little tiny chocolate candies and call them chill pills. And a chill pill or little small wrapped chocolate or candies that the teacher can enjoy when they're feeling particularly stressed. I think that's a great idea. Now, another celebration on May 4th is Star Wars Day. May the 4th, or may the Force be with you. And that's how they chose May 4th. Disney Corporation announced they would commemorate 2020's May 4th with an episode documentary on the making of The Mandalorians, which is one of their more recent series that is a takeoff on the Star Wars. But when did it become May the 4th? Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi first uttered this blessing to young Luke Skywalker in 1977 Star Wars, now known as Episode 4, A New Hope. The first known example in writing of the phrase was May 4th, 1979. Margaret Thatcher became the first female prime minister in the United Kingdom. Her political party, the Conservatives, celebrated with a newspaper ad that read, "May the 4th be with you, Maggies. Congratulations." The idea of celebrating every May 4th as an unofficial Star Wars day did not really take hold until 2011, when Canadian superfans Sean Ward and Alice Quinn put on a festival at the now shuttered Toronto Underground Cinema. They sponsored trivia and costumes and fan-made videos. In 2013, Disney decided to capitalize on that, and they began hosting Star Wars Day events at Disneyland and Disney World once they purchased the Star Wars franchise. So you can spend part of the day and you can put on your Dr. Spock costume or Captain Picard or one of the other costumes. And it is really fun. A Make-A-Wish Foundation makes sure that kids get to meet some of the actors and actresses from it. And here's a group of them that were Siths, who are soldiers of the Empire. The white guys, the white uniforms are actually the bad guys in this particular movie. There's so much social media activity that happens on May 4th that media outlets like to round up the best May the 4th quips. And so it's a pun. It's a wonderful day for puns and punsters. And maybe you will come up with something that has to do with the 4th of May, which is this week. Now, everybody knows what May 5th is, especially in Southern California. Cinco de Mayo, which is not Mexican Independence Day. Cinco de Mayo is celebrated a lot more in Southern California than in the country of Mexico, because it celebrates Hispanic culture and their heritage. And the largest Cinco de Mayo celebration in the United States is in Los Angeles. Oh, that stands to figure. And there's traditional foods and music and festivals. The original May 5th was a very minor battle where the Spanish overcame the French forces and parts of Mexico became part of Spain. It is celebrated in one region of Mexico, in the state of Puebla, but it's a very limited recognition of the holiday through the country. It is very popular along the US-Mexico border because, as I said, of the Mexican heritage. So this is a day when people really, really like to celebrate. Cinco de Mayo, I want to show you on the map where the battle happened. You see where this red is? Right here. So it's quite a ways down, almost to the southern border, almost to the Guatemalan border. And so that's what happens with it. So anyway, May 5th is Cinco de Mayo. Maybe you'll have something special at your facility, some tacos or tamales, or definitely some avocado sauce or guacamole with the chips. Oh man, there are so many different ways that you can celebrate. Now, I don't think I finished reading all the calendar things that happen in May, but there are so many of them. For instance, Stamp Day is coming up. And now I'm looking for my calendar. I don't know. Just look down here a minute. Okay, I'm back up again. Yes, May 4th, National Teacher Day, National Weather Observers Day, Star Wars Day. The 5th is Cinco de Mayo. It's also Children's Day in Japan, where the boys fly lots of kites and the girls put out their beautiful doll collections, some of them hundreds of years old. May 6th is when the Eiffel Tower opened up to the public in 1889. It will be the National Day of Prayer all around the country. And who doesn't enjoy getting a prayer said for them now and again? It is National Nurses Day, and it is the No Diet Day, where we are supposed to be able to stop our diets for a day. And on the 7th is Outer Space Day. And that the 7th of May is when the first stamp collection was started. It is also when the Pulitzer Prize for really good writing was established in 1917 with an endowment from a publisher's will. And then May 8th, which is Saturday, is No Socks Day, and one of my favorites, National Train Day. So you have a lot of things to think about as you're getting ready for Mother's Day, which is next week, Sunday, May 9th. And I wanted to close by reading a very inspirational story. I want to end with on an up note. It says, disabled Army veteran conquers the Matterhorn. Here's a picture of the Matterhorn in the Swiss Alps. And of course, Mr. Disney made a mock-up of it, a model of it, when he built his first roller coaster at Disneyland. Neil Heritage lost both his legs in an attack by a suicide bomber in Iraq in 2004. After recovering from his injuries, he contemplated participating in triathlons. He learned how to ski using artificial legs, and he even joined a team to row a boat across the Atlantic Ocean. Now he is 39 years old. The former soldier from the United Kingdom has notched up another achievement, becoming the first above the knee double amputee to climb the Matterhorn in Switzerland. The ex-corporal who raised 6,500 euros for his favorite veterans charity says, I am over the moon, quote unquote. It's been a dream of mine for a long time. It was his third attempt in 3 years to reach the peak. Co-climber Mark Hook said, quote, it was so special managing to achieve something we've wanted to do for years. Mr. Heritage will not be resting, however, on his laurels. His next challenge is already set. He plans next year to kayak the entire length of one of the world's largest rivers, the Amazon. Wow. You imagine he tried 3 times, and the first 2 times he did not climb this very steep pike, but the last time he did. And I say, you know, with an attitude like that, such a positive attitude, you know, positivity is the way to reset your brain. It's to add joy to your long life, to get rid of the stress. Concentrate on positive stories, and you will improve your mental health. And this is kind of short this week, but I want to wish all of you a joyous good afternoon. And I hope the rest of your day and your week is really special. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.